Morgan, how your finals?
Oh, it's been really stressful, trying to get this math and accounting.
Right.
Yeah. How's it been for you?
Man, I've been ready to drop out, to be honest. I came this close, I was so ready to drop
Yeah, I
out.
understand. I just wanted to give up. I was like, man, it's the accounting test, am I going to fail this test? I don't know. Now with academic probation. But,
It's
yeah.
a lot, It's papers for every class,
I know.
every class. At least 2 papers for every
Oh,
class. It's a lot, it's overwhelming,
yeah, it really is. But, I just try to push, because I need to get, my grades up so I can get some scholarships.
Right.
Scholarships help pay.
That's why we're here, though. I'm glad you're still here, boy.
I'm glad you're still here, too.
Appreciate it.
Welcome to Outreach Motivation. This is episode 4, and today I'm going to be talking about this is the time. Specifically pertaining to college students, this is the time. Like, for real, this is not the time for you to give up on your finals. This is not the time for you to give up on your test. This is not the time for you to cry back to mom and dad because finals are just too hard or school is just too hard. This is not the time for you to just drop out of school because things are rough. But this is the time for you to persevere. This is the time for you to stay focused. This is the time for you to dig deeper than you have ever did before to reach your dreams, to reach your goals. Like, for real. This is the time for you to be successful at anything that you do throughout your college career. And I want to stop for a second. And I want to specifically talk about Peyton Manning. Like, for real, they just won the Super Bowl, but it's some information that I just found out about Peyton Manning. I was doing some research on Peyton Manning. And in the year of 2011, he lost some of his joints and some of his motion throughout his arm and his throwing hand. But he was able to bounce back. The doctors told him, they said, yo, Peyton Manning, if you go back out on that field, you could possibly get paralyzed. You can never walk again. I mean, he had all this negativity at the same time. But Peyton Manning went back and he went out there and played the game of football again. He was willing to die for his passion. He was willing to risk his life on the line for his passion because that is just how much he loved the game of football. It never was about money. It was never about clothes, shoes, cars, and different things like that. Like, he's risking his mother, his brother, his sister, his whole entire family. He had that this is the time type attitude. This is the time type positive attitude. He wasn't complaining and crying, oh man, my life is over. But he was willing to die for his passion. He could have got hurt. He could have got paralyzed. He could possibly never walk again, but he was passionate enough and he was well driven enough to play again. And he won the Super Bowl because he had that this is the time type attitude. So I want everybody who is watching this video, college students and everybody else, you got to have this is the time type attitude. You got to be able to be positive. Like, don't give up because things get hard. Personally, for me, my last year, my freshman year, I lost my mother. During finals period time, I lost my mother. Yeah, I was crying. Yeah, I was moping. Yeah, I was depressed. But I still had this is the time type attitude. And you got to have the same attitude. My challenge is for each and every one of you that is watching this video and all college students across the world to have that this is the time type attitude. This is the time type positive attitude. And if you can tell yourself every single day when things get hard, when things get rough and the professor is just not working with you or that test is just too hard, you got to have this is the time type attitude. Remember to follow me on YouTube, Dre Tavis Parham. Remember to follow me on Snapchat, Jesus Athlete, and just follow me on Facebook, Outreach Motivation. Remember, you can book me, you can call me. My business card will show at the end of the video. Remember to stay encouraged, stay motivated, and to never, ever give up on your dreams. And always tell yourself, this is the time.